Five legends of mystery and terror from popular culture in Ecuador. The Death Eater, the Countess of Loma Grande, the Witch of San Bartolome are some of the many stories that grandparents share with the new generations of Ecuadorians. Ecuadorian legends come to our grandparents in the form of stories. They were not about the princess, the prince, and the castle. They were they were rather the story of a witch, a beautiful and mysterious young woman, and often had a chilling ending. The warmth of the bonfires, especially in the Sierra, was the melting point to transmit these stories that are called in towns in Ecuador. There are many only in the books: El Señor de los Cuentos, first and second, by the writer from Ambato Fausto Ramos. At lastest, 20 stories are collected, but real and embellished of these legends, characteristic of Ecuadorian culture. Some of these events have occurred in the current century, and older adults also claim to have witnessed certain episodes, which were even recorded in some newspapers back in 1930. Be that as it may, these chronicles are captured in the Ecuadorian's memory and in several of his literal works. The Death Ether rings elegant dress, change, and even gold teeth. Teeth. These were the most common objects that a man stole from the graves of the General Cemetery of Guayaquil. It was around the year 19, 1930. 1930. Cesar Burgos, a writer and teacher of literature wrote that when he was a child, his mother told him about the story of the dead man in the main port. I later read it in the yellow web page of El Telégrafo on March 25, 1941. She says that the incident came to light when wealthy Guayaquil residents noticed that the belongings their relatives were carrying at the time of their burial were for sale in stores in the city center. For example, she says a gentleman saw that the valuable ring with which his father was buried was for sale in a jewelry store. Likewise, a lady was amazed to see hanging in a dealer's shop the wedding dress that she put on her daughter for the wake and with which she was buried. These reports worried the police until they carried out an operation, and the man who ate the dead was imprisoned. His family was also arrested as they were in charge of cleaning the objects and selling them. Fausto Ramos says that this event is one of the best known in the city. So its detailed story will be revealed in a book about Ecuadorian horror stories that he is currently writing and that will be presented at the beginning of next year. The Countess of Loma Grande. Her story presents a very beautiful, slender young woman, a lady of the European aristocracy. She lived in a villa in the Loma Grande neighborhood in the center of Quito. According to the residents of that neighborhood, her grandparents commented that the woman went out on Friday nights to have fun in the bars of the history center. In the neighborhood of La Loma Grande around the years 18, 1880 and 1890, everything was a party and Mary King from the moment she arrived at the meetings. Everyone called everyone called her the Countess, and she was so beautiful that more than one Quito gallant view for her favors, says Ramos.